Hey everybody, welcome back to Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a commentary video. I'm going to skip a closer look for this one because this is less interesting than Tales from the Crypt and Scared Stiff. People are less interested in original games than they are with games that they know and love. So I'm going to get a game started without waffling anymore. So let's insert a coin.
Great to be back in business.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the angle. There we go. And let's get started. So I'm going to hit the O in Soul, which is the skill shot. What that does is that creates a bit of a light show. Now that's the soul spinner that I just hit. The soul scoop. It wasn't ready, so I can't activate the soul chamber just yet. Okay, so that's Freddy diverting the ball off the wire form onto the left wire form back to the left flipper. So that's a unique feature of this game, is that you can actually flip the ball off a wire form onto another wire form. Let's see if we can get O again. It's always aimed at O. Back at it. Okay, so what should we do? Should we complete Night and Mare, shall we? So you see in the center of the playfield it says Nightmare on Elm Street. Ooh, got a screen bonus. So completing Night and Mare will spell Nightmare on the center of the playfield there, which will light the mode start, which allows me to start a movie. So that should always be a priority shot in this game. I want to get those movies started. Ooh, and I just collected one of the Elm Street letters. So when you hit the left... Wait a minute, let me get control of this ball, god damn it! There we go. So when you complete the left loop, you spell one of the Elm Street letters. Then you get that creepy rhyme from the kiddies. Okay, so what Freddy's doing there is he's stopping me from going to the furnace. I can only go to the furnace when his table switches to sleep state. At the moment, we're in awake state. There's a little shocker effect by turning all the LEDs. What? What am I trying to do? Yeah, so Night's done. See, Night and Night? So that's done. So I've got to do Mare on the other side. Ooh! Ooh, I was so close with that shot. So this is a new thing that I've updated this game to, which is changing all the inserts to color LED, so they change color now, and as well as all the inserts have been changed and updated, as well as lots of other improvements since I last touched this game, which was about 2 years ago. Lots and lots of improvements. I love horror. It's my favorite theme in pinball. You can do so much with horror. Okay, there's several things lit there at the scoops at the top there on the right side. Okay, got to land on a Freddy letter. What shall I get? E! Okay. So that lights Freddy at the top there. Now that carries over from game to game, and it's very difficult to light the whole of Freddy. But when you do, you actually start for the Freddy Frenzy, I believe it is. That was the power shot, which shoots down one of the inline drop targets on the left there. Those targets block the school bus mystery feature. Now that power shot I borrowed the idea from the Twilight Zone, which is the rocket. So now we can select a movie. So this is an old school TV with the old static screen. So these are the movies, all of the movies from the franchise. So let's go with Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors is my favorite. Okay, so Dream Warriors requires me to do several shots, and the kids will use their powers to fight Freddy in their dreams. You see, they all have special powers. Now all I've got to do is get control of the ball. Let's see if I can get Will's power, which is a ramp shot. I'm not going to hit it now, am I? No. It's a tight shot, is the ramp shot. There's Kincaid, there's Tarwin, there's Will, and there's Joey. Those are the Dream Warriors. So that's Tarwin, who attempts to slash Freddy Krueger with a pathetic little switchblade. Little does she know. I've cleared the way now for the school bus mystery. That's Joey's scream. So they all have special powers. When you use all of their abilities, you then have the ability to take the center scoop and beat Freddy. But you never really beat him, he always comes back. So that's Dream Warriors. And here we have the mystery, which just gave me 1 million points. Yippee. I might change that. Points are so boring, aren't they? So boring. Right, let's see if I can wake up. No, let's see if I can go to sleep. So the awake sleep arrow is flashing there on the right, trying to get my attention. So I need to switch the state. There you go. Now I'm playing with power. So now we're asleep. This is when Freddy goes nuts and can do all kinds of crazy things. So we'll try and light another Freddy later. Why? That's very useful. So now that I'm asleep, I can go to the furnace and try and unlock a ball. How many balls have I got left? It's my last life. Oh! Back to the scream. Oh, this ball moves so fast. Okay, so Freddy can kill kids while you're in this mode. And the idea is to stop him from killing kids by not hitting unlit scoops and other shots as well. So, alright, so Freddy's Revenge, Dream Master, Dream Child. Should we try Final Nightmare? Okay, so this is Wonderland, so I've got to shoot. What does it say here? Make shots and stay awake. Shoot arrows to stay awake. So I've got to stay awake by shooting the arrows. Okay, so when you make an arrow shot, it makes that very unique sound effect. Even though you've done it. So I'm trying to stay awake. Do not fall asleep in this film. Bugger it! So that's a thing at the end. That's basically you just match the letter. Picks one at random, then you got to match it. And if you don't get the match, he gives you the finger. Flips you the bird. So I've got the highest loser. Highest loser is, of course, second place. Some another game, shall we?
Great to be back in business.
So every time Freddy speaks to you, his image on the back wall there lights up. There's a spotlight pointing at him. You can't see it because he's hidden under his hat. But if you were playing this from a lower angle, you could see Freddy's eyes move based on where the ball is on the playfield, and he will speak to you and laugh at you. So I'm playing at this angle because it's gives you a better view of the overall play field. But this is the angle you would be playing at if you were 7'4". Okay, so what am I trying to do? So it flips the ball off the ramp. That's a quite a unique feature. I haven't seen that on any other pinball game. I've never seen anybody do that, where you can flip a ball off a wireform onto another wireform. I've seen it being flipped off a wireform onto the playfield.
I know where you're going.
I'm trying to get to the furnace. You can only get to the furnace when you are in sleep, and we're awake at the moment, so I've got to get back to sleep.
He's waiting for you, little girl.
And you know what? I can't remember how to do it, how to light awake sleep. I can't remember. I think you just complete either Nightmare, I believe. I'll tell you what, when you've made as many pinball games as I have, it's very difficult to remember everything you've ever done. Because I have written modes for, well, I've written hundreds and hundreds of modes, hundreds of them, hundreds of multi-balls. Most of them completely unique. Oh! Didn't see it coming out of there, so that's quite unique as well. It comes back there very quick. On a real game, you see, you have to wait for this ball to travel underneath the table. There's a trough underneath the table, and you have to wait for the ball to go to its position and then kick it out. Future Pinball, you don't mess with any of that bullshit. Ball comes out instantly.
They tried burning.
And that didn't work, did it? So there was a unique, not unique, but there's a kind of funky lights show there which mimics flame. That's all the playfield inserts quickly rotating from orange, red and yellow. Ooh, video mode is lit. Ooh, again it comes out there really quick. Great graphics. So I created these graphics using the DMD animator. So the idea is to find Freddy in the furnace. Now if you don't find him in 3 attempts, you lose the ball. Got him! So I got at least one. So I got one. That's not too bad. 750 useless points. I mean, seriously, who cares about points? Unless points are useful for something, they're kind of pointless in my games. I don't care about getting a high score. The only thing that's great about getting a high score in this game is you've got a pretty fun sequence, light show, and quote that plays when you get the high score. That's the only reason to get a high score. This game and all my games really is all about having fun and progressing to the end of the game, going through all the different things until you beat the game. So that's what drives me to play these games. It's not about high scores and points. But traditionally, that's how pinball games are created. They're all about collecting points. So I've got 3 letters now. And let's pick another movie. Let's do the good one. Let's do Freddy vs. Jason.
Time to put this bad dog to sleep. For God.
Now, some of the modes have movie clips, some don't. I haven't added movie clips to everything. I didn't want to saturate the game too much with movie clips. So this is... that didn't last very long. I've got to shoot the night and mare targets. And then you've got to attack Jason. And he has like a health bar. The more you attack him, the more his health bar depletes, and eventually you will beat him. Of course. You are both immortal in your own separate franchises. So none of you die. Nobody dies in these films. Only the kids. Ugh. Now Freddy Krueger is a killer of children. So that's not a very popular thing to be in today's woke society. You can go around and kill anybody, but don't kill children. Which is probably why they haven't done a new Freddy Krueger game or attempted to restart the franchise, because you know, Freddy Krueger is kind of a nasty piece of work. You know, he kills high school children. If he killed college students, nobody would give a shit. But you don't kill kids. I know it's movie fantasy, but the woke crowd won't allow it. You know who you are. You don't suck.
Your shift is over.
So that means that I got a position of 3 or lower when he says you don't suck. Shall I play one more game? Let's just have a quick look at the game room. You see that little shadow on the left there? That's actually a shadow of Freddy Krueger, which I thought was really creepy. And of course I've added a custom arcade cab on the right there as well. So another game.
You think you've got what it takes?
I do, yeah. So this film came out in 1984. It's by Wes Craven. The first film actually starred Johnny Depp, believe it or not. And of course it went on to dominate the 80s. And the only rival that Freddy Krueger had was Friday the 13th's Jason Voorhees. And I only ever watched the first one. You know, I wasn't really into Friday the 13th, but just couldn't be bothered because he's just a monster. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything, he just walks around with a big knife, and that's the end of that. And whereas Freddy Krueger has a personality. You see? He's interesting, he's funny. It's the same with Halloween. You know, Michael Myers is just nothing, he's just a monster, there's nothing else to him. And what's brilliant about Nightmare on Elm Street is that all the ingenious ways that he kills his victims. And he kills them all in very unique ways, which makes this film much more fun than the other ones. Whoa! I wasn't paying attention there. This ball moves so quick! Come on. Right. So we're asleep. Are we asleep? Yeah, we're asleep now. So I can go to the furnace, and that he just killed a victim there. So you got to stop him from killing the victims. Oh, the ramp is such a tight shot. He's killed another one. Stop killing people! My goodness. This is the penalty, you see. When you don't shoot accurately and you miss shots, he will kill people. Right, so we're in the furnace here. So I've got, it says on the DMD there on the top right, it counts down. So I've got 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Oh! You gain time by shooting the ramp when you're awake. You know, when he flicks it on to the other wire form, that's how you get extra time for the furnace when you're asleep. Right, I need to get back up there and lock a ball. And I need to lock 3 balls to start the multi-ball. Oh, it's such a tough shot, is that ramp. Ooh, ramp gives me the hell ball saver. So all of this music is from the films, or it's fan-made stuff. This is a fan-made piece of music. There. So it sets the scene, you know, it sets the atmosphere because we're now asleep. So Freddy Krueger is more active than he is when we're awake. I've got to lock a ball, so I've got to shoot that ramp. It's a very difficult shot. Oh! He's giving me the old wanky hand gesture there. I don't know if Americans get that. You know, if they get that hand gesture as meaning that you're a wanker. Because we use that in the UK for a wanker. Alright. Let's do it! Oh, I've only got 5 seconds. Come on! So I added an extra wireform there, which wasn't on the previous version, which was to return the ball back to the right flipper, whereas before it just fell off the playfield, which is a bit lazy. There's other things that I can do in this mode as well. Obviously I can complete Night and Mare and Elm Street and complete that whole thing. I've got those inserts on the lower part of the playfield, just above the flipper, which give me all kinds of different rewards. And obviously I can start another movie.
This is my favorite.
Okay, so this one's quite complicated. So shoot arrows to open the furnace. Okay. So let's open the furnace. So when you're in a mode, the school bus mystery just gets on with it. Ooh. Somebody doesn't like him very much. Okay, what have I got to do? Gotta shoot the arrows. If in doubt, just shoot the arrows. There you go. Got the ball in the furnace. Now I've got to shoot the main scoop to finish him off. I missed. You killed somebody. Shoot the main scoop. Come on. I'm not going to do it because you're all watching. You're making me nervous. Gotta shoot the main scoop. Oh, missed it. Damn it. If I'd have hit the main scoop there, he would have been locked in the furnace and he would have blown up and it would have been a very naff 1990s special effect. But, you know, it's a fun film and it's a product of its time. Alright, so now let's just finish this off and lock a ball. The one on the end there. It resets to 10 seconds every time I exit, so I get at least 10 seconds up there. And again, you know, I'm not concentrating, so my mistakes are causing deaths. Stop missing shots and getting people killed. Oh! Furnace is open, so if I just shoot the ramp, I can get the ball in the furnace now without actually going to the upper playfield. So there's a whole process here that has to be done. So the game shifts from awake and sleep. So there are different objectives. Didn't do it. I didn't even lock one single ball. F, B, G. And so the furnace door slammed shut there, you just heard it. And I didn't even lock a single ball. So there's a lot I didn't get the chance to show you. There's so much to this game, as you can imagine. It's loaded with goodies. And it's a big update this year. Those inserts are wrong, by the way. They're not all supposed to be 100k. The ones on the bottom there, they're supposed to go up in value, but I forgot to change the inserts prior to filming. Very unprofessional of me. So yeah, if you look at the game board and wall, you see the shadow there of Freddy Krueger sort of cast on the wall, which is kind of creepy. I thought that was pretty cool. And then obviously there's the arcade machine that I always make in these games. So that's Freddy Krueger's Nightmare on Elm Street updated for another year. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to release it on Halloween as per usual. All the other requirements have to be met first. Otherwise, it will just go back into the closet and it will be updated again in about another 2 years. I update it about every 2 years as I learn new stuff. So it's a great game. One of my favorites, as always. And it's got a special meaning for me because it is the first game that I created. The first original game that I created. Alright, so thanks for watching. And I've got to move on to my next one now because time is running out. It's the 1st of October and I've got to get moving. There's a hell of a lot of games to show you. Alright, toodaloo.
Welcome to my world, bitch.